Okay, I want to demonstrate how to do problem 2 in the packet using law of sines here. So number 1 is done for you. I think in class I made one of these sides x, but if we wanted to solve, uh, solve for all the missing sides and angles. So the missing angle is relatively easy. You add these two together and you subtract from 180. So in order to find, uh, so I have angle B and side B. So if I wanted to find side A here, since I'm given angle A, I could find side A by setting up a proportion here. So I'm gonna get a equation here. I'm gonna set up a proportion by saying sine of 20 over A. So I'm going to sine of 20 over A, side A. We don't know what that is, but then we do know two other items in the triangle. So all the ones on this page are angle, angle, side. So you're going to use law of sines because the information that's given is angle, angle, side here. So the other ratio I'm going to do is sine of 62 over 40. So now I have my proportion set up, and I'm going to cross multiply next. So 40 sine of 20 equals a sine of 62. In order to find a, I divide both sides by sine of 62. So I have that 40 sine of 20 divided by sine of 62 is equal to a. So I'm going to set up that equation here. 40 sine of 20 divided by sine of 62 is equal to a. And now you can do this at home. To find a calculator, if you don't have a graphing calculator at home, you can just go to Desmos.com. So if I go to my Google Chrome here, I already have Desmos opened. If you notice up here, the web address is Desmos.com, and then you're just going to click on the calculator there. And so the thing that I want to set up here is 40 sine of 20 divided by sine of 62. So 40 sine of 20 divided by sine of 62. So I'm going to go to my calculator once again and find that. So notice right here, I can just X this out. And then I can go to this next box here. I can X any of these out, but I'm just going to leave them there for now. So I want to X this out for a second. And then do 40 sine of 20. So if I hit the division key, it gives me a fraction bar. And I want to do 40 times, whoops, I did 440. So let me delete that there. Let me delete one of those fours. So 40 times sine of 20. So if I go to the functions key, I can find sine. And then 20 inside of here. And then in the denominator, I want to put sine of 62. Go back to the function key, find sine, and put 62 in the parentheses. And then right here, whoops, put 620. So right here is your answer, 15.49. I'm going to round it to 15.49. So back on my problem here. And then A is approximately, get the approximate symbol here, 15.49. Okay, so I got that. Found side A, and then what I want to do next, excuse me, is find angle C. So in order to find angle C, I'm just going to say that angle C is equal to 180. So angle C is equal to 180 minus 62 minus 20. And that's just subtraction there. So I know there's 180 degrees in a triangle, and that's how I find angle C, by subtracting the two given angles from 180. And so 62 and 20, that's 82. So it would be 98 degrees. And once again, I can check that on my calculator. So on my calculator right here, 180 minus 62 minus 20. And there's my answer right there, 98 degrees. And then going back here, so now I know that this is 98, and I want to find side C. So the final proportion that I'm going to make here is sine of 98. So I'm going to do the proportion here is sine 98 divided by side C. We don't know what that is. Equals, and then I'm going to use these two given pieces of information. So in case I made a mistake here, I don't compound my errors by using this. If this value is wrong, then I would compound my error. So I'm going to use these two values that are given. So that's makes the answer more foolproof, that I didn't make a mistake when I calculated side A. Since angle B and side B are given, I'm going to use those two items. Find side C. So now I have 40 sine of 98, and I cross multiply, is equal to C sine of 62. And then finally, C is going to equal 40 sine of 98. Let me give you the cursor in the right place here. Let me back this up. So C equals 40 sine of 98 divided by sine of 62. And so when I put that on the calculator, so 40 sine of 98 divided by sine of 62. Now I'm going to go to my Desmos calculator to calculate that. Here, let me slide this over here under where I found angle C. So now I go to my Desmos calculator, and let me X some of these off here so I can get, so I don't have to keep going down the page. So now I want to do 40 sine of 98. So I'm going to hit the divide key again. Whoop. Let me delete that for a second. There. Hit the divide key just one time, then I get this fraction bar. I'm going to do 40. So 40 times, hit the function key, find sine, 98, and then in the denominator is sine of 62. So hit the function key again, find sine, put 62 in the parentheses, right here is my answer, 44.86. So going back to my problem now. So right here, C is approximately, I'll find the approximate symbol here. I think it was 44. 44.86, yeah. So 44.86 right here. Okay. Should be a 6. And then hit OK here. And so there's number 2 solved on a video. So all the rest on the page, very similar. Number 1 is solved for you. I will post the solutions to the rest of the packet, including lost signs, on the classroom, along with the answers to all the packets.